This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Monday, August 23rd. I'm Tori here with Al and Erica. You guys looking sharp.
Thank you.
As are you. Thank
Yes.
you. Feeling summery as always. Let's get started because we got big news on the vaccine front. Today, the FDA granted full approval for the Pfizer COVID vaccine for people 16 and up. It had been approved for emergency use since December, but now this means more places could start mandating that people get it. So a lot of people have written in to all of us and said it's because it's not FDA approved that I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Do you think this will change the numbers, Erica?
Not significantly, no. I think what we've really encountered is a lot of people have said one reason for why they've chosen not to get vaccinated, but really it's a completely different reason. I remember a couple weeks ago we were just talking offline, and someone who had been very, very vocal about not getting the vaccine, it turned out was just petrified of getting a shot. So when we're having these conversations, it forces people to be a little bit more open about what their reasons are. And if this was their reason, how do you stand behind that?
Yeah, the excuses are narrowing. Am I right? There's sort of few left, and things are getting mandated. The Pentagon just announced it will mandate COVID-19 vaccinations for all 1.4 million U.S. service members. And just so you know, if you have Moderna, in about 2 to 4 weeks, we should hear about their approval. And if you have Johnson & Johnson, they're expecting to apply for FDA approval soon. So that's where the staggered time is. What do you think, Al?
I mean, I think if you were going to get vaccinated, you would have done it by now. We've seen very famous anti-vaxxers pass away. That didn't seem to sway their flock, even with that deathbed confessions, wishing that they had. So I think that this is a decision that a lot of people have made. Some people were probably truthful in that they were waiting for an FDA approval, and for those people, they will get the shot, but I don't know if it'll be enough to move the needle.
Interesting. No pun intended. Let me know if you think this is what's stopping you. If you're someone who's an anti-vaxxer, was it the FDA approval, and now that we have it, will you, for Pfizer at least, will you be getting it? Let me know in the YouTube chat, and I'll call out your comment. Speaking of vaccines, Sean Penn had a lot to say about the unvaccinated while on CNN. Specifically, he doesn't want them going to the theater to see his new movie, Flag Day. Take a look at this.
I would request that only vaccinated audiences have an opportunity to see this theatrically. It's rare these days to have something that is exclusively theatrical. You know, eventually it will stream. And that's a better time for the unvaccinated to see it, though I think I'll probably offend them out of that choice. With something like this, you can't go around pointing a gun in somebody's face, which is what it is when people are unvaccinated.
So I am in the minority usually with this, but I'm completely with Sean Penn. I think there should be a mandate for the vaccine, much like measles, mumps, typhoid, yellow fever, anthrax for the military at least. I'm for him as he's making a stand in the ground because one's contagious and one's not. Al?
You can be for him, but I don't know if
I know I'll offend people.
Right. I mean, but offend or kill people. What are we talking about here? But at this point, I think when you say things like that, you're only strengthening the other side. And the other side, anti-vaxxers feel attacked, Erica. They feel othered, and they feel like they are just kind of like in a circle, you know, backs against the wall. And this is just going to further that. I don't understand why these people feel like that, but maybe that's not my business to understand. All I know is that when you other people like this, the response is going to be just a stronger hold on their ideology. So I don't know if this will work, but I do understand Sean Penn's anger.
Yeah, I agree with you, Al. I mean, it's very telling in a very capitalist society if anyone is going to other someone when they need their revenue in order to sustain their lifestyle. I think it really tells you how much revenue and how much people are really hurting financially and socially by the fact that people are ready to just say, this is my stance. But then on the other side, I mean, I woke up this morning, I was just having this conversation. Al and I both have radio backgrounds. A 61-year-old radio host just passed away yesterday who was very anti-vax, talked about the vaccine being unsafe, talked about COVID being a hoax. And now, after he's passed away, his family has come forward to say he was very regretful of his choices.
Wow.
He wishes that he would have gotten the vaccine, and they're encouraging everyone to get vaccinated. But on the flip side of that, how many of his loyal listeners have either passed away or have had casualties based on his irresponsible remarks on the radio?
Like, that's a dangerous remark to me when you say stuff like that. Right, but not to get the vaccine, but is that Phil Valentine, I assume we're speaking about? Yeah, I heard about that as well. These deathbed confessions, I hope they're reaching some of you because they really mean it and their whole family is trying to save lives at this point. So let me know about that. There was another fight this weekend, switching gears here, at an NFL game. This is just terrible. This is a warning to our viewers. It's graphic. All right, a woman was yelling at a man at the Steelers game. Things got physical. She slapped him across the face and a brawl broke out. At one point, he punches another man in the blue, the dark blue here, who falls, you'll see it in a second, over into the seats. The two continue to fight until other fans come and break it up. This is the second weekend in a row with a brawl at an NFL game after a fight broke out last weekend in a game between the Rams and the Chargers. What's going on with the rage and the anger in America right now? We see it on the ground. We're seeing it in the air. We're seeing it everywhere. And I know that
we Dr. Seuss riddle?
We see it with green eggs. We see it with ham. I'm just simply saying, when I try and study Buddhism because I deal a lot with things like jealousy and attachment. And anger is an enormous quality that they deal with in Buddhism. And it seems like our entire country is at the top at an 11. Don't you think it's like they're about to blow, Erica?
What does Buddhism say about when you start drinking at 9 a.m.?
But people have been drinking at 9 a.m.
that's
forever,
what's happening
dude.
at these football games.
But they've been doing that forever, Al. They've
Yeah,
always
and they've been
drinking
fighting
it.
forever.
Not like that.
Yes, we're just recording them.
You think it's cameras that are different?
Absolutely. At these games, I mean, we've seen this for years, Erica, especially at big rivalry games. Go back to high school. Rival high schools. There were arranged fights pre and post game. College.
You don't see a spike though, like in the air.
I think people are more comfortable pulling out their phone and starting to shoot right away.
I see.
Like before, you know, when the whole bad dad, when the dads would get into the fights at Little League games and stuff like that, people were more like, oh, what's happening? Now everyone's like, got it. I just want to say the restraint for somebody who is in a heightened situation like that, for him to go after the man.
I know.
That was, I mean, and I worked in NFL or in NBA arenas. I just watched Malice at the Palace this week.
So good, guys. We recommend that documentary.
That was because we all knew, although it was never reported that way, that a fan actually initiated the actual malice in the palace, who is still to this day trying to say that he's a victim.
Exactly.
Smug and unrepentant.
Right, because the thing is, people not only, there's so much, yes, people have been pent up for over a year at this point, but then there's also so much arrogance and on the ownership. Oh, I am a season ticket holder. Oh, I paid to be here. Now I can do whatever I want to do. Let me tell you, as a season ticket holder myself, I'm very much on my P's and Q's. I'm like the first person to be watching like, that person needs to go because he has ruined this very expensive investment.
There you go.
That's how we have to look at it. If people don't know how to behave, then they just can't be in that space anymore.
I'm starting to agree with you. Like, ban them from flights. If they're doing it on flights, ban them, or ban them for the arenas because they don't deserve to be at that expensive investment. Ban them all.
That's right.
All right. Do you ever wonder what happens to your car when you drop it off at the dealership or repairs? Well, one man had a big surprise when a technician allegedly took his car for a joy ride. So dash cam video captured him leaving the dealership, getting on that highway. Life is a highway. And getting the man's Corvette up to 148 miles per hour. The man confronted the dealership over the incident. Get this, the owner of the dealership gave the man a brand new 2022 Corvette as a way to make things right.
I think that'll do it.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. I like how we have to call it allegedly and we're looking at the dashboard cam. Lawyers will still come after us, but yeah, it's...
That's a good deal. Like, well done on that owner, though, to have realized this is a huge mistake and needs a huge repayment.
What if the guy was just testing the engine, Erica? He's like, good news. What? I'm here for the mechanic.
Yeah, okay. Okay. No. I mean, people have so much...
Yes.
Entitlement.
Yes.
Yes, that's what you meant to say.
Entitlement.
Yeah. Chutzpah, that's what we say in Yiddish.
It's insane to me. It is insane to me. And I don't know why anybody in this day and age thinks they're not going to get caught doing anything. You can't even sneeze without getting caught.
No.
Yeah.
You will be surveilled.
Well, he surveilled himself.
He surveilled himself. You're absolutely right.
Very strange.
That's a cell phone you don't want. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Bravo star Lisa Vanderpump. What does she really think about becoming a grandma? And emotional college drop-offs. A few celebs are sharing their experiences with their kids going away to school. How many of you are also dealing with that? Stay tuned.
We've all got something.
Hi, DBL Nation. Happy Monday. It's Kelly Schubert here with my favorite people.
Yes.
What's going on?
Are we
So I
really
think-
your favorite people?
Of course.
I really enjoy your presence.
I enjoy your presence too.
You're good people.
I like to come to work because of you, Al.
Your spirit is it. Like my girl Merritt talks about you all the time.
Liver? What do we, chop liver? Tori's upset we're not
I
complimenting
will say
her.
this, have you ever
Your hair
had-
looks great today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so nice. I will say this.
there's a group of friend groups. Everyone has their own friend groups and pods, and everyone really, truly does need a Kelly Schuberth in their friend group.
That's so kind.
It's that type A girl who makes the reservations, who makes sure things don't go through the cracks, who's there for you when you need it, who's also super fun, super cool, super smart, super beautiful, super awesome, and I'm glad to have you, Kelly.
Thanks, Tori. Where
I
did
would
that
say
come
Kelly,
from,
but you could
guys?
erase all the stuff Tori just said.
Why? That was
Nice,
well said.
But you know what Kelly does, and this is what
Okay.
every friend group needs. Eric, I want to get your opinion
Cool.
on this.
My opinion was
Kelly
good.
is the person that if you go to, I wouldn't say a nightclub, but go out dancing, there's a tendency for a lot of people to sit, get drinks, kind of talk,
Right,
have
she starts the
pleasantry.
dance.
Kelly's the first person
what I just
that'll be like, get up.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're dancing right now. She stands you up and makes
do
you
like
start
dancing,
dancing.
did I not?
And other people will look and see. And no, you went through a whole weird
Right,
list
because
like
she's
she's
type A,
that's
she's
bad.
the
I do have a question though.
Okay.
Kelly does all of these amazing things, but what have you done for Kelly lately?
You want to know? Do you want to know? I've just told her how good she is on TV. That's what I did.
Actually, we're
Wow,
digital.
that's for all
Yeah.
of that.
No, I am Kelly. Kelly, do you think that I am also a good friend?
Of course I think you're a good
Excellent,
friend. That's why I
excellent.
keep you around, Tor.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anyway, now that this has been Let's Talk Nice About Kelly hour, that's all the time we have here.
You're
Let
an
me know what you think
important
about
figure,
me.
Kelly.
Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. Sending the kids off to college can be an emotional time for parents. I remember when my mom and dad said goodbye, and some celebrities are no exception. So Brooke Shields posted some pics on Instagram dropping her daughter, Rowan, off at college. She also took a video of what she called the saddest drive away from anywhere she ever had to make. Take a look. And Candace Cameron Bure also dropped her youngest off at the airport on his way to college. In a video, she said she was sad to see him go, but her husband, Val, not so much. Watch this.
I had to just drop him off at LAX, and I'm getting no sympathy from someone. That's what's wrong with America.
Raising soft kids. I moved from Russia to U.S. by myself. I was 16 or 17. My mom didn't drop me off, by the way.
I'm still sad. Who's with me?
What are you thinking, Dad?
I mean, I'm going to be a mess. I'm with her on that one.
Right?
Yeah, I always remember, like, you would talk to these parents and be like, when they turn 18, they're out the house that day, and other people would laugh, and I'd be like, no. Like,
You like
I
your
am,
kids.
I don't like them. I'm obsessed with them. The idea of them going off to college and, like, starting their life, it's a very selfish thing for me, Erica. I don't want them to leave. I don't want to share them with the rest of the world, but I know that I have to. So the idea of like me being like, okay, now we can hang out around the house with all these kids bothering us is foreign to me. But it's a different chapter, and new chapters are scary.
Yeah, well, you know, first, just in the interest of transparency, so the day before I left for college, my dad just explained to me that if I got pregnant specifically by basketball players, I don't know what that was about, but anyway, I couldn't come home. But then my parents drove me to campus, and it was very strange because I got unpacked and everything, and then that was on a Saturday, and by Monday, I went to my mom's office on the same campus and took her to lunch in the quad.
Oh, so you got, okay, you weren't really separated.
I never really had that. But I do have a question about dropping your child off at the airport, because you see that in television shows and movies sometimes. And I'm like, who just drops their child off? Because there's so much stuff.
There's so much stuff.
So is that like a celebrity thing because they're more worldly,
Well, maybe I think
Or maybe they shipped all their stuff so they could have an
college dorm stuff is buyable when you get there. It's kind of like fans and comforters. It's stuff that you could probably have.
Target has a whole section.
Right, it's probably stuff that you could have sent. I don't know if you would ship stuff that you could just have dropped off there. So maybe that's the case. You're not getting like furniture because it's already kind of pre-furnished when you go to college. So maybe that's it. But yeah, it's a weird
you need
thing.
a lot of stuff.
You do need a lot of
help.
stuff. I remember my mom, and I don't know if whoever's mom or dad does this, that she always had to make the bed when she dropped me off somewhere new. And so in college, she made my bed in the dorm room. We said goodbye. We went outside, and she says goodbye. She's in the car, and as she's leaving, I'm not really crying, but then the blinker turned, and she turned right, and I see her, and she leaves, and it was like the last time I could go to her or my dad for help, just for anything, for anything. And I just walked back in being like, I'm alone. It was scary.
It's a big day.
It's a big day.
And no matter how much you've been by yourself, your parents have trusted you.
Really
the idea
scary.
that you guys don't live at the same address anymore.
That blinker.
It's a big difference.
It is. It really changes.
Even if your mom's on campus and she's got an office there.
That's right, Dr. Cobb. She's right there. All right, coming up on DBL, Bravo star Lisa Vanderpump. She spills the tea on her former castmates and talks all about becoming a grandma.
First, let's review what emergency use authorization means. It's basically a shortcut for a crisis. An EUA can be given if there are no adequate or approved alternatives to diagnose, treat, or prevent serious or life-threatening diseases or conditions. Something can get an EUA if the potential benefits outweigh any potential risks, according to Norton Healthcare. The biggest difference between emergency approval and full approval is the amount of data a company has to present to the FDA. In emergencies, they only need to provide about 3 months worth of data with thousands of study participants. For full approval, they need at least 6 solid months of data to apply. Part of that is to see if there may be rare adverse events related to the vaccine down the road. Efficacy requirements are the same for emergency or full approval. But data isn't the only thing the FDA looks at when considering full approval of a COVID vaccine. Norton Healthcare says FDA officials have also been inspecting manufacturing facilities to make sure the vaccine can be produced safely and reliably. After a vaccine is fully approved, companies can start advertising it. It also means the product can stay on the market after the pandemic is no longer considered an emergency. Law and public health experts expect more businesses and institutions to require employees to be vaccinated after full approval is granted. It's also expected to boost public trust.
Welcome back to DBL. She'll go down in Housewives history as the Queen of Diamonds. Lisa Vanderpump joined us earlier when we were debating if couples should schedule, quote, maintenance sex. Check out what she had to say in today's Chatting with the Stars.
You know, it's my 39th wedding anniversary this week, so I'm going to say everything is maintenance sex, right?
You heard it from me.
But listen, guys are silly. Guys, listen up. When you're soft and cozy after sex, because you've got it. But if you were soft and cozy before, you'd get it way more often, and none of this would have to be maintenance sex.
There you go, a little tip from the queen.
Okay, so Lisa, we gotta give you a big old congratulations because you are about to be a grandmother. How did you first get the news that you're becoming a grandmom? And we're so excited for you.
Oh, you know what? Thank you, because we've been through so much loss in our family with my brother and my mother and then Chicky. So this truly is a blessing. We were sitting down. It was obviously during the pandemic, and Pandora gave me a box, and I opened it, and there was the little sonogram picture, and she was filming me. So I was thinking, what kind of gift is she going to give me that she needs to film? Well, it couldn't be a better gift than that. So it was really, really sweet.
So I don't think Grandma Lisa has a ring to it. What is she going to actually call you? Is it going to be Grandma?
Well, I think the title Nanny Pinky has been bestowed upon me. So I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Nanny Pinky.
She loves pink roses.
Grab that on social media. Yeah.
All right, Lisa, I got to ask you about Vanderpump Rules. It is returning. I'm so excited about that, but without many of the show's OGs, including some that were canceled for different reasons. So is there anyone that you'd want to bring back, or maybe a surprise? I know your lips are sealed, but perhaps in the future, are we going to get any surprises?
Well, it wasn't my decision. I believe that we've seen a lot of personal growth, and with some not so much over the years. Vanderpump Rules been on for 9 years now. But, it wasn't my decision, but they made mistakes and their actions do have consequences. But it was a huge cast, and we've added to the cast. The cast was a lot bigger, because we added Lala and James Kennedy and Raquel. So the cast was getting bigger and bigger anyway. Bravo felt they had to make the cut, and so they did. But the show is exciting. It moves very quickly. I'm a producer on the show, so I'm proud of it. Not proud of everything they do, of course, clearly. But the music and the fun, and it's never been a laborious show. It's been an authentic show that's about great relationships, and they're pretty vocal about their feelings. So, yeah, it's a great season. It's not going to disappoint. It's different. There's a lot of funny stuff that goes on, too.
All right, now we talked about the funny stuff. Let's get to the serious stuff. Now, you're requiring proof of vaccinations and negative COVID tests for all your guests at some of your restaurants. Now, what do you say to folks that say, hey, I'm not cool with that?
Well, you know what? Then fine, go somewhere else. But we've been really, really cautious. No, I mean, I'm telling it how it is. That's what you'll always get from me, the honest answer. I'm not requiring vaccines. I want to be very clear. If you have a negative test within 72 hours, we're good to go. But I want to keep my staff safe. I want to keep our customers safe. But we're blessed with the biggest gardens in Los Angeles. Tom Pump and Sir all have great gardens. And I want people to feel comfortable. Millions of people have died. We've got to be proactive. So that's the way we feel. And I think a lot of our customers are very, very happy about it.
Well said. I completely agree with you. I bet you smell like $1 million in roses because you love your roses. But how do you prep for your celebrity cocktail parties? Because I hear there's some Febreze.
Yeah, I've collaborated with Febreze and we've made some pillows, and you've got to go to FebrezTouchPillows.com because they're giving them away for free. But the Febreze Touch fabric spray has been amazing because I'm spraying it on pillows and rugs, and it's just been a great blessing in my life. I took over the running of Villa Rosa through the pandemic, which was quite an undertaking. It's like 14,000 square foot. Normally,
crazy.
I'm kind of out working, so I've needed help. But yeah, I really found that this was brilliant. It's not just about the visuals, it's about the smell, it's about the flowers, the candles, and Febreze has just been absolutely incredible.
Thank you for joining us, Lisa, and to our DBL Nation. If you want your house to smell like a Vanderpump party, visit Febreze.com. Thank you so much, Lisa, and congratulations.
Congrats, Lisa.
Mazel tov.
Thanks, darling.
Coronavirus continues to keep us all on our feet as new information seems to come out every day. First, the CDC recommended an additional dose for immunocompromised people. Now, officials say they're prepping a plan for all adults to get a booster. And the boosters under consideration are all for mRNA vaccines, meaning a third dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines as early as September 20th. But on social media, people are wondering, where's Johnson & Johnson in all of this? Let's verify. Right now, are Johnson & Johnson vaccines included in the plan? Our sources are the country's top doctors from CDC, the FDA, NIH, HHS, and the White House. In this joint statement, they all say that 8 months after that second dose of either Pfizer or Moderna, you can get a third dose. As for those that got the J&J vaccine, they say you'll likely need another jab, but no decision just yet.
The J&J vaccine was not administered in the U.S. until March of 2021. And we expect more data on J&J in the coming weeks. With those data in hand, we will keep the public informed with a timely plan for J&J booster shots.
So basically they're saying we just need more time to collect more data. A Janssen spokesperson told us, quote, "We are engaging with the US FDA, CDC, and other health authorities, and will share new data shortly regarding boosting with the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine." So we can verify that as of right now, the White House's booster plan does not include Johnson & Johnson recipients, though that could change in the near future. But remember, all of this still needs to go through the CDC and the FDA. With your Verify, I'm Evan Kozlov.
Welcome back to DBL. Thank you for writing in, by the way. Desiree wrote us in and said about the vaccine, I'm not going to take it unless the FDA states info about what can happen to me when it's injected, plus long-term effects on my body. So just so you know, we looked it up. They've been studying mRNA vaccines for over 100 to 150 years, and the FDA does list your side effects as well as studying long-term outcomes among individuals who take the Pfizer vaccine. They're mandating there be long-term studies. So just wanted to answer you that way without any anger, with just some facts.
That's
DBL
right.
for you every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.